6 after this morning, Samantha Rivera learning about an art farm in Ishpeming, about a master class that's coming up. Samantha, what's happening?
Hey, good morning, Vicki. Yeah, we're live outside of Rare Earth Goods in Ishpeming, where in just a few short weeks there's going to be a masterclass on Nuno felting. Now, what that is exactly, it's a form of material manipulation that turns loose wool fibers into solid fabric. So basically anything from hats and gloves and slippers, you name it, they've got it. And that class is happening on Sunday, February 11th from 4 to 8 p.m. The class is going to be run by Pam Perkins, the owner here at Rare Earth Goods. It's only $30 to do, and it covers everything from the bubble wrap to the netting. You can hear some snowplows here in the background. So it covers, the bubble wrap, netting, and the pattern. And of course, anything that you make here, you can take home with you. And in the next half hour, we're actually going to get to talk to Pam. She's going to show us just how Nuno felting works and show us more creations. So make sure to stay tuned when we're actually inside and get to show you what she can make. Live in Ishpeming, Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
Thank you very much, Samantha. We may need those new warm hats and mittens coming up this week, right, guys? Originally created on Australia, Nuno felting is a unique art form that you can learn more about at an Ishpeming shop. This morning, Samantha is at Rare Earth Goods to tell us more about it. Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning, Vicki. Look at this adorable little dress we've got here, and we've got some shoes to go along with it. Again, this is all made from Nuno felting here at Rare Earth Goods in Ishpeming. Now, something like this does take a while to make, a few hours, so you do have to be patient when you're making it. Again, the master class is happening here on Sunday, February 11th from 4 to 8 p.m. You'll learn all the ins and outs of Nuno felting from owner Pam Perkins, who's actually with us this morning. Good morning, Pam.
Good morning.
So tell us, what exactly is Nuno felting?
Nuno felting is the art of creating a solid fabric out of wool fibers, laying them cross over each other, agitation and soap and heat help fuse the fibers together.
Okay, very nice. And you were telling me you made these slippers here for your husband last night. How long did it take you to make it?
An hour and a half.
Wow.
2 hours maybe.
Okay. So not too long at all.
Not too long.
And
no.
explain kind of the process of how you would make something like
well,
this.
I traced my husband's foot and I added an inch all the way around the edge.
Yeah.
And I made two pieces of plastic cut out. And then I laid my fiber on one side, wet it down, turned it over, folded in the edges from the other side, laid more out. There's 4 layers in this.
Wow.
In these. There's 4 layers in these. There's 4 layers in most of this stuff.
Okay.
This is a scarf that was stretched, the wool was stretched out, and then I added in fibers. You can really get creative and add beadwork in there. Mm-hmm. The purses here, this was just one piece of plastic that these were worked around.
Okay.
This too. And then, the straps you can either, make out of fabric, or you can make your own strap with the wool. I've added the wool locks here, and on this piece over here, there's wool locks. There's wool locks on the scarf over here. Can add Angelina fibers in there for sparkle.
Okay, very nice. And you told me, so this is something that can keep you warm even when it's wet, right? So
yes,
when the snow
that's
comes
the beauty
down.
of wool.
Yeah, very, very nice. And how did you get involved with this?
Well, I saw pictures of stuff on Pinterest. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to learn how to do that. So I did a lot of YouTube videos, checked a lot of those out, and I just started exploring and trying.
Yeah.
And I love the technique. This one's in a silk scarf. Each side's a little different, but the wool shrank around the silk scarf and made the ruffle, which I think is a great technique there.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much, Pam. And when we return, we're actually going to show you kind of the first steps on how to do Nuno felting, so make sure to stay tuned. Live in Ishpeming, Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
Thank you very much, Samantha. That stuff looks really neat, and I'll tell you what, as the weather continues.
In a few weeks, a local shop in Ishpeming is hosting a master's class on Nuno felting. Samantha joins us again to tell us more about this unique art form. Good morning again, Samantha.
Good morning, Andrew. We're live from the cafe section here at Rare Earth Goods. Again, we're going to show you kind of the first steps on how to do Nuno felting. First, you need some loose wool fibers, some that's combed and dyed. It's actually pretty hard to find here in the UP. Of course, you can find it here at Rare Earth Goods here in Ishpeming. We also need some bubble wrap and some soap, and we've got owner Pam Perkins here to show us the next steps.
Hi.
Hi.
I usually have netting, but I don't have netting, so I have laid out wool fibers on this piece of plastic, which is my pattern. So then you put your soap on. I've put my plastic down.
Yes.
That's keeping that all together. I've gone over the edge of this pattern.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just bunch it down here at the top. This could be like a purse.
Okay.
But then I'm gonna flip it over and do the other side.
All right.
So now these wool fibers are over the edge here. We'll fold them in, which makes the solid fabric.
Okay.
And of course you need 4 layers of this.
4. Wow.
So here we have the first side done.
All right.
And then you would take more fiber, and it's got to go over the edge.
Okay. And how much soap do you need for something like this?
Not much. You need it needs to feel slimy in your hands, which
Okay.
will make it more workable. The soap helps change the structure of the wool fibers. It creates little barbs, and those join with the other fibers.
Okay.
And merges it together with the agitation. We'll roll this in a pool noodle with a towel wrapped around it.
Yeah.
When we're all done with our 4 layers, this side will come up further because that'll be the flap for the purse.
Yeah.
But it's really fun and unique. You can get a lot of different techniques out of this stuff. You can add the wool locks, which make tendril-looking stuff.
Okay. And so you had mentioned this wool fiber isn't all that easy to find here in the UP. And where do you get yours?
I just became a distributor for the Fabergé fibers. I'm looking for more sources for it. So if
Yeah.
you know one, please let me know. They're hard to find around here. I've gone to the East Coast. I've gone to
Wow.
Green Bay. Can't find much in Green Bay. And I sure would like people to shop local for this kind of stuff. So
Yeah, definitely a
I'm
unique
hoping
art form.
we would get more folks
Involved, yeah.
involved. You can also use this fiber for spinning.
Oh, okay, very cool. Well, thank you so much for being with us, Pam, and showing us this unique art form. And again, if you guys want to come check this out, you can check out her master class happening here in Ishpeming on Sunday, February 11th from 4 to 8 p.m. Live in Ishpeming, Samantha Rivera, TV6 News.
Thank you so much, Samantha. Some impressive work this morning. And as we continue on this Monday, we have